Good evening. I am P. Madhav, lecturer in physics. Today we will discuss thermodynamics part 2. In this, we will discuss about what is meant by isothermal process. What is meant by isothermal process? Isothermal process means the process which takes place at constant temperature. We call it as isothermal process. That is change in volume and pressure of a gas taking place at constant temperature. Then we call it as isothermal process. Next we have got the adiabatic process. Adiabatic process means, heat neither enters or leaves the system. Total energy remains constant. That is called adiabatic process. And in this, dq is 0. dq is 0. Total energy remains constant. Third one is isobaric process. Isobaric process means in this pressure remains constant. Pressure is constant. Isobaric. dW is equal to PdV, you can write. Fourth one is isochoric process. Isochoric process means volume remains constant. That is called isochoric process. Okay. So these are things that you have. Next we have the equations during work done during isothermal process, adiabatic process. What are the equations for these isothermal adiabatic process? Connecting equations we have. Now here, this isothermal process is a slow process. Adiabatic is a quick process. Now work done. Isothermal process. Expression work done. This process takes place at constant temperature. So 2.303 nRT log 10 V2 by V1. In terms of pressure, if you write 2.303 log 10 into P1 by P2, you can use. These are the equations that we use. Similarly, you have for this adiabatic process, work done is equal to adiabatic process P1 V1 minus P2 V2 by gamma minus 1. PV is equal to nRT. If you write nR T1 minus T2 by gamma minus 1, we can write. Or you can as well write R by gamma minus 1 is CV, NCV into T1 minus T2. This is the equation for the work done during adiabatic process. Okay. Now, coming back here. Now work done is equal to PdV here. Work done is PdV. Now here, dq is equal to, from first law of thermodynamics, what you have? dq is equal to du plus dw. Now you got molar heat capacity Cp and Cv. That is, if a gas is heated at constant pressure, the heat energy used for two purposes. One is to increase the internal energy and also to do work for the expansion of the gas. Now here, if you write dq, dq is equal to, you can write ncp dt, du is equal to ncv dt, we can write, tw is equal to, you can write pdv or nr dt. These are equations also we are going to use for problems. And Cp minus Cv is equal to R. These are called molar heat capacities and gamma is equal to Cp by Cv you have. Okay, these are the equations we are going to use. Now next we have the equations connecting PV to the power of gamma also you have. That is, gamma is ratio of specific heats. Gamma is equal to Cp by Cv. Gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 by F, where F stands for degree of freedom. F stands for degree of freedom. In this, F is equal to 3 for monoatomic gas. Monoatomic gas means like inert gases, helium, neon, argon. If you take, their gamma is 3, 1 plus 2 by F, that is 5 by 3. For diatomic gas, F is equal to 5. For diatomic, F is equal to 5, that is oxygen, nitrogen, they are diatomic. So gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 by F, that is 7 by 5 we can take. Okay, for polyatomic gases, for polyatomic, it is F is equal to 6 we can take. Gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 by 6, that is 4 by 3. 4 by 3. Like this you have the values, and in this monoatomic and diatomic are more important. Now gamma of mixture, one shortcut formula is there. Shortcut formula to calculate gamma mixture. Suppose N1 moles of one gas mixed with N2 moles of other gas. Gamma mixture minus 1, N1 by gamma minus 1, N2 by gamma 2 minus 1. This is the equation. Like this, any number of gases you can mix up. Then you can find out the gamma of mixture. This is shortcut formula, most important. Okay. Now next we have the equations in terms of PV to power of gamma, adiabatic equations. Regarding PV to the power of gamma is constant first. Relation between PV, PT, VT, like that you have. Now adiabatic relations, PV is equal to nRT. Suppose in place of V, if you write nRT by P, if you write V is equal to, then P is nRT by P whole to the power of gamma is equal to some constant. So what do you get here? P into 1 minus gamma T to the power of gamma is equal to some constant. This is another equation here. P to the power of 1 minus gamma T to the power of gamma is constant. Regarding V and T relation, PV to the power of gamma is constant. Now in place of P, PV is equal to nRT. If you write P is equal to nRT by V, what do you get? nRT by V into V to the power of gamma is equal to some constant. That is, you can write T into V to the power of gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. This is one more relation you have got. T into V to the power of gamma minus 1 is the relation that we have got regarding adiabatic relations. Okay. Now next we have the sign conventions. What are sign conventions means? For working out problems, you need sign conventions. When will be dq positive, when will be negative, when du positive, when will be negative, like that. To in problems, you have to use this convention. Okay, sign. Now dq positive, heat supplied. When dq is positive, heat is supplied. dq negative, when heat is removed. du negative. When it will be negative, temperature decreases. Positive, temperature increases. du dw, positive, work done by the system. Okay, dw negative, work done on the system. Okay, these are sign conventions. You have to follow the wording in the problem. Whether it is work done by the system or on the system, it is supplied or it is taken out or removed. So wording you follow accordingly, follow this convention, you can solve easily problems. Okay. So in the exam, generally entrance exams, and when you go for entrance exams, there will be little tension in that you may go wrong in sign conventions. If you apply sign conventions correctly, you will end up with correct answers. One will be positive answer, second will be negative answer. You don't use, if you get positive, that will be, maybe you will find that it is correct, but it's wrong. Like if you use convention and rating negative, so you have to be with cool mind, you have to work out the problems. For that, basic thing is you must know formulas first perfectly. If you can apply formula correctly, and there is some twist in the problem, that twist in the problem if you can take out, then you will be the ranker, top ranker. So if you are able to take out that logic from the problem, you can easily get it. Okay, the problems are not difficult, they are different. Okay, so do work out problems by using correct formulas. And finally, suppose easy problem is there, you will have tough conversions. Like easy problem, suppose the answer is given in kilometers, you got in millimeters, again conversion. So you have to be perfect in conventions also. Conversions, you have to be perfect. Calculations, every time you have to practice without calculator. You are doing problems, don't use calculator. You have to work out yourself, division, multiplication, like that. You need to perfect in calculations. If you are perfect in calculations, you are edge over the others. Okay. So in next class, we are going to solve problems. Thank you.